So Donald Trump won, and the libs are coping hard. I just want to go through a bunch of these, one after the other. I want to get you the entire motherload of liberal tears. I'm collecting the liberal tears, just falling all over the place. They're falling. Some of them are like saying that they want to assassinate him. Check out what this woman is saying.
Quick question. So does anybody know how to find or hire a hitman or woman? Because we don't want to be sexist. So, but I think we could pull this off collectively. If you want to chip in, DM.
All right, so this is Jimmy Fallon getting absolutely teary-eyed over Donald Trump's victory.
Honest, it was a terrible night last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go, for healthcare, for our climate, for science, for journalism, for justice, for free speech. It was a terrible night for poor people, for the middle class, for seniors who rely on Social Security, for our allies in Ukraine, for NATO, for the truth and democracy and decency. And it was a terrible night for everyone who voted against him. And guess what? It was a bad night for everyone who voted for him, too. You just don't realize it yet.
Oh, you're saving us from ourselves. Evil Trump voters. They're just clueless. They just don't understand the threat that he poses to our democracy. Typical lib. Just can't handle reality. I love to say though, what happens in your house is much more important than what happens in the White House. And the idea that so many people are so choked up over this political decision is insane. It's like, get over yourself. Just continue going about your life. I don't know if he's sincere in this, but it seems sincere. It seems that he's literally, freaking out and tearing up over something that he can't even control. And it's just stupidity.
At this moment, do not go to your Black, your Indigenous, your immigrant, your queer, your trans. Do not go to that person in your life that you feel is a little bit more oppressed than you are, because obviously you're feeling fucking oppressed, and ask for help with it. I don't care how you voted. I don't care how fucking hard you worked. I don't care. You're not an exception to this. Just so we're clear. I thought it couldn't get too much more reasonably worse today in the spectrum of my emotions towards people who look like me. But then you go and do something and totally fucking blow it out of
the water. Oh, they're insane. I don't even know what she's talking about. She's like trying to say that they're more oppressed, so it's somehow white people's fault that Donald Trump was elected.
Today.
Oh my God. Barking.
If you see me, keep walking. Do not make eye contact. Do not square up at me. Don't act like you know me. I want to eat. Maybe they voted for Kamala, but I want to eat them right now. I want to take a bite out of those glutes in a bad way.
What the fuck? Oh, these libs are losing their minds. All right.
Knowing that I went to bed, that fucking man was ahead a little bit, but waking up to this man, literally, you're 4 points a fucking way, not only shows me how racist, which
they're losing their minds. They're losing their fucking minds.
I was just walking down the street to go get my medication because I'm out and I need it for today. and I saw a woman walking her 2 kids, and she had this look on her face. And I looked at her, we made eye contact, and we both kind of nodded. Like we were both just devastated. And you could just tell in her eyes. I can't believe this country did this again. Why did I let myself have hope?
They should open up like mental institutions for these people. I mean, TDS should be classified as an actual mental illness. Okay, so you see how many of these liberal meltdowns there are. It's almost like you sort of feel like they're trolling when they're really not. You sort of feel like they're lying. They're just like here's a massive compilation. You sort of feel like they're not even like really actually choked up at all, and they're just like playing it for the camera. But then you watch like 50 videos and you're like, wow, these people are actually insane. They're actually like totally choked up about this shit. They really care that much. Like, check out this long video right here.
How did we get here? How did we get here? What in the Alice in Wonderland nightmares is going on right now?
Oh my
All I
gosh.
can say is how fucking dare you?
If you voted for that man, if you voted for anybody other than Kamala, and you live in one of the states that it was, close, or if you didn't vote, fuck you.
Senate race. It's not going to happen.
Go, Kamala.
I chose family. I chose women. I chose America. I love you.
How the fuck is this still happening? All I've ever known politically is hatred.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with you and your mother and your sister. I'm just done with all of this.
I'm sorry to all my friends who are Trump supporters. I don't understand how scared of this man I am.
If this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone else, everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. Like we're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends.
How dare you put this man into office for another 4 years, knowing damn well what it means for our country, what it means for us as a people.
To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country, it's so terrifying. It's so terrifying.
How the fuck are we back in this same situation again? Who the fuck is voting for him? Genuinely. Fuck you. I don't want to hear about how shitty your life gets under his policies. Live with that decision. Sit with it. Let it make you uncomfortable. Fuck you.
Oh my god. I think that the pattern is that they're all like young women. They're all young, impressionable women. Maybe they read a few things online on social media about how bad Trump is, and they're like, Trump is terrible. When, in reality, Trump, even the old guard of the Democratic Party are like, okay, Trump won, fine. Okay, draw up the next 4 years, we have to find a new strategy. Like even when Trump was shot, most of the Democratic Party was like, oh, this is terrible, right? Because if he were Hitler, this is the argument I always come back to. If he were Hitler, like they say, then why would they apologize and talk about how terrible it is that he was shot? Because I'll tell you this much. If I could shoot Hitler, I definitely would. So obviously they don't believe that he's Hitler. They're just trying to make you believe that he's Hitler. And this is a result of the mainstream media making everyone believe that he's Hitler. That you have a bunch of these fucking impressionable young women that believe that their lives are about to be over, when in reality, there are almost no indications that Donald Trump is going to take away any woman's rights, like literally none. He said he would leave it to the states, abortion would leave it to the states, and he's not interested in going beyond that. He said that during his campaign, and he's going to continue to say that to the annoyance of a lot of Christians that are even more pro-life than he is. He's not really that pro-life, compared to like the big Republicans, in the party. He's generally not that pro-life. So that's the fact. They can continue to believe whatever they want to, but the truth of the matter is Donald J. Trump is not taking away their rights. I don't know why they think that. For more, subscribe to this channel. If you want to help me make more of these videos, go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored.